Christina here. Welcome back to my garden. Let's talk about budworms today. So this is something extremely common in my garden every season. And usually Eric and I spray preventatively every year, but for some reason we got so caught up in the cottage garden that we forgot, and now we have budworms. But it's fine. We know how to treat them. We know how to kill them. And I also did a little bit of research, and I found out that it's common in other people's gardens as well. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to come on and talk about budworms. So basically a budworm is a larva to a moth. It's a small caterpillar, and there's 3 simple ways to tell if you have budworms. The first being the most obvious. You're going to have all these little holes in your flowers. They're going to be misshapen. You're going to see chew marks in them, and that's a caterpillar eating its way in and eating its way out. The second being, you may see them on your flowers, and if that's the case, you want to pick them off and kill them. And third, you're going to notice all these little black spots all over the foliage, and that's the caterpillar droppings. So the quickest and simplest way to get rid of them is this spray that I use. This is Bacillus thuringiensis. This is also known as BT spray. Now, it's a natural forming bacteria that's found in the soil. Now, that does not mean that it's organic, but is naturally occurring, and it's found in the soil. So it's not going to harm honeybees and other beneficial insects in your garden, and I really like that. It takes about a couple of days for it to take effect, but the caterpillar will ingest it and it will poison it from the inside out. I use it about once a week, and I really soak the entire plant. I make sure that it's to the point where it's dripping off my plant. I spray the soil, I spray the flowers and the foliage, so you really want to saturate the plant. I can show you an example over here in the garden on what I do, but I love that it's not a chemical, and I love that. So let me show you what I do. This is a container that I planted up earlier in the season, and this is where I actually noticed that I had the first signs of budworms. So I started my treatment really quickly. I started spraying immediately, and if you look below, I have a ton of petunias. So this isn't something that I wanted to put off, and the sooner that you can start spraying, the better. Okay, before I spray, I wanted to show you all the little deformed flowers and the hole that the budworms are just munching their way through all my beautiful flowers. And it didn't take very long to notice that there was all these sparse areas in my hanging baskets. So I knew that I had budworms. So let me show you what I do. I'm using my little weed sprayer. I just followed the instructions on the bottle for the amount of water to concentration. It just depends on the size sprayer that you have. So I'm just spraying all along the top in the soil here. You really want to get even underneath the canopy there and really just soaking. You can kind of see it's already dripping off a little bit. So I'm just making sure I get every surface working my way around the plant. I'm just making sure that it's really saturated. Okay, that's what I do. So I hope this information was helpful for you, and I hope that you don't let budworms stop you from growing beautiful petunias. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.